What is going on, guys and girls? My name is James ThnxCya and welcome back today to Roblox. How are we doing, everyone? Welcome back, welcome back. Today, of course, it is time once again for some brand new Bee Swarm Simulator. And today we have some latest and greatest additions to the Bee Swarm test realm that we are going to take a look at in today's episode. So yeah, this one is, oh my goodness, so cool. 3, 2, 1, claim the hive. Potentially one of the coolest little features that I've seen, which is hopefully going to be coming to the Xmas update. But yeah, just before we get started, how are we all doing? I hope you guys and girls are great. Yeah, I'm so excited for this update. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, where do we begin? So, what we're going to do first is we're going to go and take a look at the actual official stats for the brand new Tadpole Mythic Bee. We can actually see for definite what this bee is like, all of its abilities, and then with one ability in particular, we're going to look at a special new feature to do with frogs. Yeah, that's right, frogs. So, yeah, the first person that let me know about the Tadpole Bee image today is a dude called Patate. So thank you very much, my dude, Patate, Potato. And yeah, this is essentially a screenshot of the entire Tadpole Bee with all of the abilities. So yeah, let's go and take a little look at this. It is quite a long image, so I'll do it in little stages. But if we take a look at the top there, we can see that this is the Tadpole Bee. We've seen pictures of him before, and we have covered him on the channel already. However, we now actually get to see the full page of what he does. So obviously this is a new mythic bee. He is a blue mythic bee. 10 energy, so the attack is 1. This is not an attacking bee. This is more of a support and a buff bee. And yeah, currently the gifted hive bonus is a mystery. So yeah, that's the only thing that we don't really know about the Tadpole Bee right now, is that when you make it gifted, what its bonus is going to be. But we can see here that we have just a few random stats and stuff. So we've got the move speeds, the attacks, the gather speeds, the energies, and then we have 4 abilities, which this guy does. So yeah, let's go and take a look at it. The first one here is a blue boost. So blue boost tokens, always great. Nice to have another bee that does the blue boost. However, the one below it, I'm sure you guys are excited about this one. It is called Summon Frog. Summons a frog that lasts for 30 seconds, 5+ seconds per level. The frog creates bubbles when they hop and use their tongues to collect tokens. So yeah, I'm actually going to show you what the frogs look like in just a second. But this sounds absolutely amazing. So yeah, I do think as well that when you level this guy up, 5 seconds per level is really good. That means the frog is going to stay in your field for quite some time, and he's going to create bubbles. So we've seen bubbles in the bubble mask and the diamond mask, if you've got the bubble mask as like the passive. So yeah, the frog is going to create his own bubbles, or her own bubbles, or whatever you want to name your frogs. And yeah, it also collects tokens, which I think is really, really nifty. So this is definitely going to be a support bee, kind of a bee that's going to help you out in the fields. Now, the cool thing about these mythic bees is that because they're mythic and they're super duper rare, they do also have a extra ability that is unlocked when that becomes gifted. So in the case of the Tadpole Bee, when it becomes gifted, it also unlocks the ability to generate baby love tokens, which is really nice. It's just another bee along with the baby bee that generates baby love. And this is obviously really useful for if you want to do bug runs. I keep going on about bug runs, I know, but always good to have some baby love going on there for the extra loot luck. And also really, really good when you're doing field boosters and stuff. It's really nice to increase your pollen by 2. And it also does a passive of Gathering Bubbles Plus. So we saw this Gathering Bubbles Plus ability, and we talked about it because it was supposedly coming to, I think, was it the Bubble Bee? But yeah, basically this is like an enhanced version of the mask bubbles, essentially. So it's a 30% chance, 60% if gifted, to spawn a bubble when gathering. If any player pops it, it collects pollen and causes nearby flowers to grow. So this is just a nifty little ability. It has bubble spawning. You can go and pop them with your shurikens, or you can run into them, and it's just going to give you some boosts. And yeah, apparently that is coming to the Tadpole Bee. So I've got to say, this one looks like a really, really fun bee. I'm especially looking forward to the frogs. Oh, do you guys want to see the frogs? The frogs are so cool. Okay, so I've got a bunch of pictures for the frogs. I went and did some digging as well. The first person I think that tweeted me about the frogs is All for One here on Twitter. Now, I picked this one because, one, yes, you can see the frogs. I'm going to show you these in just a second, much bigger. But you can actually see, if you look into the inventory there on the left-hand side, there is also a brand new item that you can gather. Currently, it doesn't have a picture. It's just a basic egg, so I guess that's just a placeholder image. But you can see that it's called the Box o' Frogs. So this bad boy summons 3 frogs that last for 3 minutes, and it currently stacks up to 15. So I don't know how we're going to get these Box o' Frogs items, but essentially this is going to be a summonable item which you can pick and choose which field you want to go into. I don't think it's random. And then it's going to spawn frogs for 3 minutes. So it's going to collect all of your tokens for you and all that stuff. It's so fun. And yeah, it looks really, really fun. Oh yeah, the tweet here actually says, the test realm, there was a new item. It spawns on the wand of the blue HQ. Okay, so on it must have put the items on the top of this wand thing here. I'm not sure that's going to be where it's going to be in like the official update, but I'm sure there's going to be like a cool way to get these Box of Frogs. So yeah, I went and did a little bit of digging. I wanted to see some more pictures of these frogs in action, and I found on the Wikipedia page, there's a dude called Josh Danoob, and he posted up some pictures here of him playing around with the frogs. So this is, I think he was summoning via the Box of Frogs. So this isn't what the Tadpole is doing. I think this is probably, like the Tadpole will spawn one of these frogs in for you, but it seems like the Box of Frogs is the way to like fill the field full of frogs, and I'll show you that in just a second. But yeah, this is a picture. He says here that this one shows all of the bubbles that 6 frogs can make. So this is just an example of one of the fields full up of bubbles, which looks really, really cool. And in case you want to see a frog close up, this is, again, from the same dude. This is a picture of what one of the frogs look like. Oh my goodness me, aren't they the cutest things ever? I love them. Absolutely love the frogs. So yeah, apparently these kind of jump around the fields quite similar to the jelly bean bugs. So that's kind of the mechanic which is being used for them. But instead of dropping jelly beans, they are, you know, going to be making the bubbles and, you know, collecting your stuff for you. So they're just so cute. And I guess the beauty about the test realm is this is the reason why things are tested, is because I think Onit knows that people are just going to go mad with it and just see what happens. So I managed to find another one on Wikipedia. This is from a dude called Quarter Exploding. And yeah, he's obviously been messing around with a Box of Frogs, or maybe like multiple people have been doing it in the same field on the same server. And yeah, this is what happens when you spawn in a bunch of frogs into a field. So there is an awful lot of frogs just all over the place here. That the field is completely full of bubbles. There's frogs jumping all over the place. And yeah, I guess this is what you can technically do if you fill up your field with frogs. So I assume there's probably going to be like a spawn cap at some point, because I would imagine that this is going to get absolutely mad. But I thought I would show you it anyway because it's pretty fun. And yeah, check that out. There's just a bunch of frogs all over the fields. There's a bunch of bubbles all over the place. And yeah, the Box of Frogs. Doesn't that sound so fun? I think so. So yeah, that, unfortunately for this video, is pretty much all I have left to show you. I just had to show you these frogs. I think they're so fun. They look amazing, super duper fun to use. And yeah, I guess you're kind of wondering, like, when is this infamous update coming out? So I feel like this is the first time we've heard about the frogs. And I guess like if Onit is testing that kind of stuff, hopefully it means that a lot of the stuff that we've already covered on the channel is hopefully pretty much done by now. So currently, as of right this very second, it is the 9th of December. And I don't know, I don't have like a release date or anything like that. I don't know that information. But if you remember rightly, Onit did say that potentially sometime just before Christmas. So I would imagine that we're going to get the Christmas Bee Swarm map back again. In case you don't remember what that was, all of the green bits are replaced by white. I think you had like a row of fairy lights up this tree here. I would like to have fairy lights on the pine trees. I don't know why Onit's never done that. I feel like these are literally perfect Christmas trees. Oh, what about a Santa hat on the pumpkin? Yes! Onit, please. That would be amazing. Oh, no. A Santa hat on this one. This is the Pumpkin of Justice. This is the famous pumpkin. A little Santa hat on the top of that. That would be amazing. But yeah, I don't know. So hopefully sometime before Christmas. I would love the update to come out maybe like 4 or 5 days before Christmas. I feel like that's when everyone's going to be off school or not working, or not in college or whatever, and I think that's going to give most people the most amount of time to enjoy the update. I feel like the update came out like 2 or 3 days before last year, because you had like the 48-hour double pollen and double conversion rate thing. I can't quite remember, to be honest with you. But yeah, hopefully it won't be like too far away, I guess. In terms of Bee Swarm, I've still got content that I want to actually make. I'm going to keep you guys up to date with the codes. Anything from the test realm that is cool, we will keep covering it in the videos. And yeah, I guess we can all officially get hyped for frogs, which are going to be coming into Bee Swarm. Well, yeah, unfortunately, that's probably going to be about it for this episode here today. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this little update. If you did, please remember to poke me in that like button. And if you are not yet subscribed, go for it, because we do Roblox done fun. But until next time, thank you once again for watching. It's been such a pleasure. As always, thanks. And see ya.